So then, welcome to the stream, and as you can see, I haven't got my webcam on, and normally this is because I've cocked up and the camera doesn't work, but actually tonight it's slightly different. So I've turned it off on purpose because I've got something to reveal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some pre-checks because I've just started the stream. Start the plane up, and while it's warming up, I'll then share the some of the things that I wanted to share. I'm just judding around because I'm climbing all over my chair at the minute. So yeah, so let's jump on. So today we're flying the Comanche, and the plan is this, and I'm hoping this works. Yeah, it has. Right. So we're going to go from Compton Abbas, which is just down here in England, and we're going to go all the way up past Birmingham. Where's Bristol? Do we go close to Bristol? Oh, there's Bristol. Right. And then we're going to go up. I think that's Bryce Norton, but I can't remember. Is it? Let's just double check that. Yeah, it's Bryce Norton. Right. And then Coventry, Birmingham, and then to the East Midlands. That's the plan. So, that's what we're going to be doing. And then, what we'll do is we'll start in the plane. Right, so, first things first, let's check that we've got some fuel. I think I might have paused it. Yeah. So we do need to top up the fuel, and we'll just for some reason my mouse isn't working. So, give me a minute. That's definitely working. It's just the mouse at the minute. That's very strange. Is that working? That works. How come I can't top up anything? That is really weird. Why can't I do that? That is weird. I can take the pilot out. What's the pilot doing back there? Oh, something's definitely not right. Let's I thought, oh, it's loaded up, it'll be fine. Something's not quite right. Let me just reselect the vehicle. Right. I might have to go into something else and then come back into it. So give me a second. Let's do the old switch room. I've never had that problem before, which is really weird. It is very weird. If not, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to see if right, let me just swap the view again. Right, let's get you back on board, buddy. There we go. Should have fixed that. Right, so weird thing is it's not loaded cold and dark, right? And there's all sorts of stuff completely wrong with it. Right, so the sim was paused, but now it's not. Is this going to work? Oh, so it was working. It just wasn't updating the. It just wasn't updating the front end GUI, which is weird. How crazy is that? Anyway, there's the pilot I use, and we're gonna go 180-ish. That will do. Just me today, just me. Right. So then, as I say, I'm currently not got the webcam on purpose, but I will turn it on in a short while. We'll start playing. It's very weird, that was very weird, but we're on board now, which is good. Right. So let's just do some of the pre-checks. fuel pump. Just make sure the fuel pump works. Yeah, so the fuel pump does work. Even though we've not got the fuel. Oh, we have got fuel tap on. I'll keep that on. I can't move my head. There we go. Right, so let's do the old walk around. That looks okay to me. There's nothing wrong there. Now, it's been a long time since I've flown this plane because I've obviously had FS 2020, and that's kind of taken some of my time up. And no blockages, right? So, and the last time I flew in P3D version 5, what did we fly again? I can't remember what we flew. Can't remember what we flew. It was that long ago. Oh, I'll tell you what it was. It was the 172. We took the 172 out. That's what we were doing. So that's not blocked. We do need to turn the P3Dv5 on and the battery. So let's just drag that there. Battery is on. I don't know why I've done that for, because so that's going to start off cold and then it's going to get hot. Ready, steady, cook. Yeah. Right. Turn that off. Turn the battery off as well. Okay. That's that. We're not going to check the lights because I want to get going. I want to get flying. But everything else can cause us to crash, so that's good. Right, so that's not blocked. That's good. Tie down. Let's just have a look at this. So they all look pinned and ready to go. Can't see anything wrong there. No. That all looks okay too, which that looks okay. Make sure that's locked and stowed, and we're good to go. Right, so flaps back up. Now I've changed all my head tracking software to kind of fit FS 2020, so it's a little bit different. I'm going to start off with the fuel on the left hand side. We've got the beacon on, we've now got the master on. Prime, do this a couple of times. Right, perfect. Tighten that up, start, and then put the magnetos on after a few turns. And away we go, so it's starting, which is good. We've got oil pressure rising, which is a good sign, and we've got fuel pressure, which is good. So we can start leaning out the mixture. Unfortunately, as some of you know, my yoke broke on me, so I'm currently using a stick. So all the internal stuff I'm going to have to do, apart from the throttle, I'm going to have to do with my mouse. So it might be a bit jittery, but we'll get there. Nav lights, we don't need taxi lights at the moment, or landing lights. We'll put the transponder to on. We'll also put in the master avionics to on, so we'll get the ADF and we'll get the comms radio, the nav 1, or the nav 2 actually that is, because we're using the GTN 650, and we've got that flashing, which means we are in. Now that was quite funny because when I put that to on, it's reset my transponder code 7000. Right then. So yesterday I was doing a bit of a test on the. This might start shouting at me now, but I was doing a bit of a test, and this was absolutely laggy, so bad. And it just really wasn't working. But what I did was I updated the Garmin trainer that this hooks up to, and yeah, it seems to work fine now, so that's good. Let's just go on to map. There we go. Right, good. Can't remember the keys, but we'll get there. So the compass is almost bang on actually. we'll leave that as it is. I think the runway is pretty much 012, I'm not 100% sure. We'll fix that in a minute. In terms of the altimeter, we've got to set the altimeter, and that is 29.98. So a little bit too high. 29.98, roughly about there, I think. That's where we're going to put it. Don't need anything over that side, and we're in. So that's good. Right then, so if you're on board and you're in the chat or whatever, feel free to say hello. I'm going to turn the camera on in a moment, now that we've kind of kicked off. So as I say, this is the plan. We're going from Compton Abbas to East Midlands. That's the plan. And we'll just check the old head tracking, which is okay. As I say, with the location of the runways on Compton Abbas, so let's have a look. Runways 26. So I don't know what the wind was. Let's have a look at the winds. So the winds was 176. So 17ish. 17, 18. So if I'm always rubbish at this bloody thing. So what's closer? That's closer to 26 surely. Let's just have a look on the compass. So 26 will be there. 17 is around there. So yeah. So it is a bit of a side wind, but we'll go for the other one. We'll go for the runway 26. That's where we'll go. We'll go for runway 26. Now that don't look right. Runway 26. There we go. Spin that around to there. So we're gonna taxi. We're gonna go down here. This is good actually because it gets us to have a look at Compton Abbas. Now we're in version 5, and this has recently been updated, or at least I thought it had. But I've recently updated it, and yeah, so we're in version 5, and yeah, this is it. So here's me lovely Comanche, absolutely superb. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the sim for a minute, just for a minute, and I'm going to turn on the webcam. Now, be prepared. My webcam is going to be big, but it's so cool. This is. I'm so happy with this. Right, ready? Boom! Look at me, Mr. A2A. Right. So I got the A2A cap. I've got the wonderful A2A shirt that's not been ironed, but I really had to wear it. I'm turning the wrong way. There we go. A2A. It's even got the lovely thing on the arm, look, accuracy, and it's all nicely stitched. But yeah, sponsored by A2A Simulations. But I like the shirt, and also one minute. I got more. I got some more. Check it out. Can you see that? I've got the black polo shirt. Oh yes. Now I must admit I prefer the black polo shirt than this shirt, but this shirt I thought I needed to wear it today because it's just superb. The cap, I'm not a huge fan of the cap. It's a bit big, so I prefer my Orbex cap actually. But I'm going to wear it today because it was a gift actually, and so if you know A2A, they don't sell merch, they don't give out merch that often. And when I was at the flight sim show at RF Cosford, I met up with Lewis, and we all know that you know who Lewis is. And then I met up. I'm quite good friends with Lewis, and then I met up with some of the other A2A guys, and I met up with Scott. And Scott, he's the guy that basically runs the show down there in America. And we was getting chatting. I just made a joke about, oh, I want one of your caps, right? And he went, send me your details and I'll hook you up. And I was just thought, he's blagging it, man. He's blagging it. So I sent him a message. I'm looking that way because my second monitor's there. So I sent him an email. I didn't send him an email. I sent him a message, right? And of course he says, yeah, of course, you know, of course I wanna support and whatever. So I was like, yeah, nice. So sent him my details. After a little bit of time, I get a letter through the door, and it was like, oh, you've got a parcel that's been held because of customs tax or something. I'm like, customs tax? Oh, okay, I'll have a look. So I pay this customs tax, and then I get the package and open it up. I'm like, oh my god, A2A. So this is it. And Scott had basically sent me a lovely cap, lovely shirt. This shirt's wicked, and that other polo shirt. So I'm really happy. Now if I could lift my chair up so I could have the logo, I'd be well chuffed. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm sponsored by A2A, so I thought I better. That's why I'm flying an A2A plane today, because I really wanted to. Fly the A2A planes. So back onto the main scene, and I'll turn the webcam back on now if I can. It's gone. There we go. So that's one of the big reveals. I'm not sure about doing the other one just yet, but yeah, why not? What I'm going to do is I'm gonna yo Ian, I hope you're well, mate. I'll do the reveal when we're in the cruise. Right, there's another reveal. This one I'm exceptionally excited about. Actually, it's taken me a long time, and I really want to. I'm really chuffed about it, to be fair. But this one, you missed one reveal, as you can see, Ian. I don't know if you can spot this, but I've got an A2A cap. I've got an A2A shirt. Whoa! Oh, sorry about the. Wait, let me just try and fix that. Is that even going to work? There we go. So I've got an A2A shirt. Try and zoom in. Actually, I don't need to zoom in. I had it then, didn't I? Look. There we go. I'm that chuffed. I will do it again. A2A shirt. Yeah. See? The old AccuSim. But A2A cap. And then I've also got another A2A black polo shirt. So that was one of the reveals, and it's not really a reveal, it was just something that I was really excited about. It's very sad, I know, but welcome to my world. Right, anyway, I've been sat here far too long now, and we really do need to start heading out. The next reveal will be it'll be when we're going to the cruise. Cheers, Ian. Thanks. Know your friends are. Right, so we'll go down to the hold, and then we'll release the brakes. Off we go. Just double check. I think a ram is hopping around. There we go. Right. So this is good old Compton Abbas in P3Dv5. Yeah, it's nice. I've always liked Compton Abbas, and it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference when you've been flying FS 2020 and you jump back in P3D. It's so different. It almost looks fake, but then the quality, as I say, the quality of the planes makes a huge difference. So yeah, so it is pretty sad, but like I like it, so I'm not bothered. I'm obviously going to go to town today and wear the cap and the shirt, but I think going forward, I always prefer my Orbex cap. So more than likely, I'll probably wear my Orbex cap, and every now and again I might wear my A2A, the black polo shirt, because I love this shirt, but I don't know, I do prefer the black shirt. Right. Oh, hark at you! But you haven't got an A2A t-shirt though, have you? Eh? Eh? And if you want in, I can jump on. I might be able to jump on Discord, but right. So what we'll do is we'll just we'll stop it here for a second. Put the old mixture in full. 2000 RPM straight up. Check magnetos. That one's okay. That one's okay. Prop cycle. Bit of car feed, yeah, car feed's good. And back down to idle. Yeah, I remember going to some events and stuff like years ago, and as you say, you do get lots of free gear, don't you? So, right then, I'm going to take off with a 1 notch of flaps. Okay. Wow, it's been such a long time, and I haven't flown in P3D with my joystick for a long time. So 80 knots, miles per hour even, 80 miles per hour. This is where it gets a bit fun, because landing gear up, flaps up. Yo, jobbers! You're gonna get so fed up of me, Ian. Right, so let's wheel out the prop. Oh, this is so difficult to do with a mouse, but we'll get there. There we go, that'll do. I've got to redo my GTN 650 or whatever it is, because yes, Joe's in the house. Check this out. Boom! Big screen. I love it. I'm not going to do it all the time. I'm not going to kill it all the time. But today, I really. It was such a good gift from Scott that I had to wear it. I had to put it all on today, you know, because when I got it through the post, I was gleaming. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then I messaged Lewis and Bob, as you know, we're quite good friends, and he just, I'm not even going to say what he did, but he was very mean. Alright, so let's just zoom this back a little bit. That's about 23. There we go, peeps. We're about 2,500 feet, and you actually forget how good P3D is. Actually, I mean, I'm quite happy with this. Obviously, I love FS 2020, but yeah, definitely love the old. One thing we didn't do is set that on autopilot. Now I'm going to put the autopilot on because I'm going to trim out for about 3,000, just under 3,000 feet. Anywhere around here will be good. We're also going to move the heading indicator to about there. Just going to trim down a touch. Let's just keep that. But yeah, I was really chuffed, and Lewis was harsh, and Ian was harsh. All your friends who are so-called friends, they're all harsh, you know, they're all harsh. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the old heading select. I'm also going to put altitude select, but we're going to have to trim down a lot more because it's not whole. It's going to start beeping at me if I'm not careful. Right, now I'm going to have to find my second reveal because It's not anything huge, because obviously I'm not a huge streamer, so I don't get to have nice new simulators. Nice new simulators that I can show and all that. But the one thing I have seen is, if you look at my plane, yeah, it's groovy, isn't it? Yeah, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open something up there. Ian's kind of aware of this already, so if I'm going to crash, then you've got to be careful. Right. So this is the second reveal. And it's nothing big, but I'm quite proud of it. So this here is my new 172 repaint in FS 2020, and Ian knows that I've been working on it. We was working on it together. Well, I was working on it. Me and Ian was actually chatting about it, and there was still a few odds and ends that needed fixing up, and I've managed to do it. So the tail has now got all the artwork that I wanted on it. The obviously these are just in-game screenshots, and then underneath there was some pieces underneath that I couldn't find the bits to, but I found them. I also did the wheel struts that I was struggling to find as well. So as you can see, it's all nicely repainted now. The brown line I've kind of done slightly different, so I've kind of dipped down here. Just a bit of a front end shot there, just to show you the bits underneath, and it's all nicely complete. And there you go. I even did the prop tips as well. So yeah. Now, just to put it into perspective, let's go back to, say, that one. Just that one side, right? There's I can tell you how many bits actually, because I remember painting the bloody things. There's one there, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's a little bit here which is a 7. So there's 7 bits to paint and line up all the way down the side of the plane, right? And then you had to do it on the other side as well. And likewise with the wings, there's all sorts of stuff going on with the wings. If I move forward again to where that one was, for a joke I kind of put the stormy weather. Check that out. Boom! That's got wallpaper written all over it. But yeah, it's a bit far-fetched, that one. But anyway, I thought I'd show you. That's my second reveal. As I say, it's nothing exciting, but it was something I'm quite proud of, because it did take quite a long time. So, alright, so we are going to jump back on board and see whether this is screaming at me. We can reduce the manifold pressure actually, because we're really flying. Mind the pun, but we are really flying, and we don't need to go all the way up to the yellow, you know. What we can do, because I wanted to do it, was turn this down. So I had to reinstall some stuff, and I reinstalled this and it's reset all my settings. So I tend to have that. It literally has reset everything. Set it. Where's the? Traffic on. How do you change? How do you change the bloody fields again? I can't remember. That was in there. No, change user fields. Ah, there we go. Silly me. Distance, ground speed. Let's go. There's an ETA. Yeah. No, not that. I think it was that. Yeah. That'll do. And I want to turn this, so let's go. Now I know it's quite unrealistic to turn this off. I just don't like it. I don't use it, so I don't put it on. Where's the man? Utilities. I will find it in a minute. That's interesting. not on the map page itself, is it? Wasn't that? It was to do with messages. I don't want alerts. Oh, it's in alerts. I know where that is. Alerts, alerts, alerts. Services. Nope. Utilities. Nope. It was in system, wasn't it? There you go. Very useful if you're on like VATSIM, but I'm just not, so there's no point. I like it just plain and simple. There we go. Right. Second reveal winning. First reveal. Yo Phil, welcome mate. Welcome. First reveal's wicked, Ian. It's wicked. Phil, what do you think of my A2A cap? My A2A shirt. I'll tell you what, let's do it properly like I have been doing for the rest of everybody, yeah? This is it. Boom. Oh, A2A shirt, look. Bit of A2A AccuSim on the arm there. A2A. Yeah, sponsored by A2A, look. Ready? Another A2A shirt. Yeah. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. I like it, so yeah. You're meant to be going, wow, Jim, that's amazing, and then making Rob jealous. That's what you need to do. Make Dream of Wings jealous because he hasn't got one. I was quite lucky because Scott actually was saying, you know, why don't you post your stream on the forums and stuff like that, but I post it on Twitter, and sometimes Lewis drops it a like and stuff. So has the MSF patch broke anyone else's sim? No, it hasn't broken mine. I was in mine. When was that? That was the weekend because I was testing out. I had to grab them screenshots of my plane that I just did, but yeah, not that I'm aware of. Now, Ian, you really think I'd be the person who they'd choose to say Aerostar with my bloody 5 viewers? Don't be silly. Don't be silly now. Right, this is it. This is good. We're cruising. As I say, I've lost all my buttons because I've lost all my buttons because my yoke's gone, and I'm waiting for the fulcrum yoke. I've pre-ordered it. It's meant to be happening this month, apparently. This month or next or something, but we'll see about that. Can't get the radios to light up. In what plane? Oh, all of them, is it? Oops. Just pressing buttons on my phone here, which I didn't really want to do, but it's my poor 300+ hour Comanche is looking very dirty. In the 152? I don't think it's broke. I mean, I was in it the other day and I couldn't see that it was. I didn't think it was broken. I seriously don't. I mean, I can have a look. How far have we got? We've got another half an hour, 40 minutes on the old flight here. Just going to start heading towards more towards the right here. But I might be able to load it up. Ignore that. I might be able to load it up and have a look. And then let you know. Now, shall I jump on Discord? Is anyone interested in jumping on Discord with me on the voice chat? If you are, I'll load it up and hopefully my sim don't crash. If not, then it's not a bother. It's not a bother. Right, we actually forgot to turn off the fuel pump, so we're just going to swap tanks if I can get my head around this little bit here. We've still got fuel pressure, which is good. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure is okay, so that's good. After all the chatting that we've been doing, we've used about a quarter of the tank on the left, so I thought it'd be good to start using some fuel on the right. I tell you what, I'll load up my Discord. If anyone wants to join, you can, but just don't make me jump, because it's always a shock when that happens. And I don't know how loud it's going to be either, so it's going to be interesting. Right, I'm on Discord now. Doing the old voice chat. There we go. Perfect. Wicked. Oh, I can hear someone. It's Ian. Ian is on board.
I'm jealous. Hello. I'm jealous of your shirt. How you come singled out?
I'll tell you something. I made a joke. I just joke. All I says was I want a cap because I saw Lewis with his cap, and then Scott being Scott, he just turned around and went, oh, you want a cap? I'll send me your details and I'll send you something out. And I went, I was only joking. I was only joking. He goes, no, I'll send you something out. Don't worry about it. I was like, oh, okay. So I sent him my address, not really thinking much, and then he sends me a box of stuff. So I was like, yes, loving it. So I was well chuffed. But Lewis being Lewis as well, I told him the other day and showed him pictures, and he just responded with like this massive animated GIF. And I can't say what's on it because of the stream, but let's just say it wasn't.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant, but he was just
imagine.
He was just winding me up. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really enjoying it.
I was expecting a pre-release of the Aerostar.
Oh man, I wish.
Even if it's got no wings and tail and it just flies. Oh.
I tell you that the person that you want to harass for that is Lewis.
No.
He'll have all the backs. He'll have all the backhander stuff. Lewis would.
Yeah, I know. No. He doesn't want anything that isn't already out in the marketplace, does he?
No.
Creep anything out.
Oh no, it's not allowed.
Till it's ready.
No, but they're not allowed. None of them are because they sign an NDA.
Absolutely.
Don't they? So.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Phil's on board, but he's muted. His microphone is muted, Phil.
Well, he may be.
Snooze you lose, buddy.
Yeah.
He's probably having issues with his headset. He sometimes has issues with his headset.
Okay.
Cool. I'm just glad that I'm in the sim, and I haven't been in it for such a long time, and I've ran several updates on my machine, and it actually everything worked first time.
Well, that's good.
I just watch the bloody thing crash now, but you know what I mean. It was working so good.
I know that's the problem with this, isn't it? You go on for ages and ages and ages, and then for no reason, out of the blue, you haven't done anything. Boom.
Yeah, 100%.
It bites you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And yet you can do updates, you can change graphics cards, you can download drivers, and it's sometimes okay and sometimes not. For no reason, it's just beyond me. But you just suck it up, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's what am I doing? I was going to look at that. So we're heading more that way.
I'm going to put my coffee machine on, so you might hear some noises in the background.
That's alright.
My in-flight machine here, in-cockpit machine.
That's it. We've got coffee on the go, guys. Coffee on the go. I've just connected little mouth map.
Yeah. I want an A2A tea mug, because that's what I want. A tea mug, a big mug with A2A written on it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'll do for me. I don't wear caps and scarves and
I'd be much happy with that.
Yeah. I use that every day then on my desk. Every day I'll be using it.
So on the left hand side we've got Kemble, and on the right hand side, what's that? Is that Fairford? Fairford.
Yeah, Fairford.
So we've got the old Kimball.
Oh, you're in my neck of the woods there, just north of me.
Where is the big one? I think it's over there somewhere. Let's.
Yeah, Fairford was obviously the RAF air display. The A2A is there every year, and in past, of course, it was the home of the Concorde testing because of its long runway.
It's over there. It's over there, I think. Maybe not. But yeah, it was quite good. I was quite chuffed with the old the fact that it just loaded up nice, no issues and that.
Yeah.
Now I can smell something. I've got the windows open. I can smell something burning. I think I might have to go and shut my window. Damn it. Right. Yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I will leave this on an external view for 2 minutes. I won't be a minute. That's better. Just shut one of the big windows, but I'll have to keep the small window open because it's absolutely boiling in my room today.
I thought that was going to be the third reveal. Accu smell.
Accu smell. That's the one.
You can smell the aircraft. The engine's burning because you've got your little window open.
That's it. Accu smell. That'd be the day, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm burning fuel today because I can't be bothered to pull the mixture out, but I think I will.
Oh well, you're not paying for it.
I got to do it on the old. Just wait till that goes rough. Chuck it in a little bit. There we go. So I've got to do everything by mouse, and so it's quite frustrating actually. So yeah, so the plan is, now that I've done my repaint. As much as I'm loving, I must admit, I am loving being back in the Comanche.
Your favourite plane?
I am really loving it. I can hear your coffee machine. Yeah, it smells good. Accu smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, the plan is for hopefully the next stream is what we're going to do is continue with the Fly UK tour.
Oh yeah.
And
well, where are we up to on that? I can't remember what you're doing.
I only did one leg of the Amazon tour.
Oh, the Amazon, right? Yeah.
I don't know how interesting it's going to be, but it's one that I haven't done, so I thought I'll do it just to see whether it comes out with any interesting kind of like scenery bits, especially with FS 2020 because it's all photo scenery, isn't it? So it'll be quite interesting.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
But we'll be flying in the lovely default 172 with a new repaint, and just go for a bit of low and slow down the Amazon. But yeah, I've been really quite enjoying the old Comanche. Just gonna bump the manifold pressure up a little bit. Yeah, it's good. Oh, I can kind of see Phil is trying to talk, but I can't actually hear him. I can see his green thing blobbing up and down a bit. But,
let's have a look. Oh yeah,
see, look,
there it is.
He's doing it, but we can't hear him.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can.
There he is.
We sorted it. No, just me Windows sound things all to pot. Since I've reinstalled something else, it like instead of coming through my headset, it coming through the speaker on my monitor. So I just had to go into the Windows sound things and adjust it. So there we go.
There we go. Sorted. So I tried to use that RTX, the RTX voice, but I thought it was fully released, but it wasn't. It's actually, excuse me. It's actually in like beta or whatever it is, but so it's not fully released, and it kept crashing on me. So it was fantastic because you could clap your hands and no one would hear what you're doing, but every now and again it just stopped working, would crash, and then you have to restart it. And it was just doing me head in. I was just like, I didn't know when it would crash, and I'd be chatting away on the stream, and then all of a sudden my microphone won't work, and that's what that was. It was caused by that. So yeah, it was quite annoying.
It's all fun and games.
Yeah, these things happen. These things do happen.
True.
See, I was it's like my yoke. My yoke bust, and the problem is with that is the throttle quadrant also plugs into the yoke, and without the yoke it doesn't work. So I'm like, so I haven't got a throttle quadrant or a yoke at the minute. I'm just using a flipping joystick, and I've got rudder pedals obviously, but it's so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I've got this A2A yoke. I've also got a Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback joystick that I've had for quite a long time.
Oh yeah.
Still works fine, but it doesn't work in Microsoft Flight Sim. It doesn't recognise it.
Yeah, Rob, Dreams of Wings, he's having a similar kind of issue, where
it's bizarre, isn't it? A Microsoft product doesn't work in a Microsoft Sim,
exactly.
And yet it'll work in something else third party.
that's what's happened to Rob. I think he was trying to use because I was saying I'm using my Xbox 360 controller to move the camera around in drone cam.
Yeah. Done that since it came out.
But Rob, I think he's trying to use a controller or something. It's not even working. I said, is it Microsoft controller? He went, yeah. So that's that. But I've currently pre-ordered this.
The Fulcrum.
Oh yeah.
At last.
And I've pre-ordered it. And
how long have I been waiting for this?
And eventually it's gonna come down. So I've pre-ordered it, and apparently it's gonna get released this month, potentially next month if we're lucky. But who knows? It'll
be great. It'll be good.
The cash is there waiting.
Yeah. I did think about doing that, but once I've got the Warthog, why go down?
Yeah,
exactly. This thing does, and I fly a lot of Warbirds
with the stick,
Spitfires with the stick, and the Airbus, so.
And I think that's with me. I mean, I used to fly this a lot, which I will, but I also fly the 172 a lot, which is obviously got a yoke.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to stick with the yoke. But as you say, when you fly a lot with the stick.
Yeah, I the Spit and the P51, the 40, and the Airbus, Texan.
And the Warthog's an absolutely banging.
It's beast. I mean, it's I've got the throttles as well, so all the buttons and everything are immediately recognised in 2020.
Yeah.
Do anything. I didn't need to use FSU IPC at all for the profiles.
Nice.
Because you can set profiles up in 2020. So I've got GA, I've got fast GA, I've got Warbirds, I've got a twin, I've got twin jet, I've got 4-engine jet. So you can just select what you want, and then it immediately maps all these buttons to whatever I need. Because obviously for GA you need throttle prop and mixture. And for the twins you need the two engines and the speed brakes on the side. You don't need anything else, so that's really good. So I haven't found that I've needed it yet.
Yeah, I mean I was tempted a while back actually to get the Warthog, but then I went down the route of getting the Logitech, which was the Sautech yoke.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish. Don't get me wrong, I've had my money's worth completely, but it's not the point.
Yeah, we've had those for years, haven't we? And the rudder pedals. But I've got the TRPs, the proper pedals. The joystick and the A10 Warthog, throttles.
I was tempted to get the because I mean when my rudder pedals actually do eventually go, I think I will probably get. Well, who knows what's going to be out in a few years? But
absolutely, yeah. It moves on so fast, doesn't it? What you think is good now.
Yeah, but I was tempted to get them rudder pedals because I used them at Cosford as well, and I was
Yeah,
quite
well, they're
impressive.
really nice. I love the way you can set the sensitivity and, from the left and right, and the toe brakes with the springs.
Yeah.
So you can actually, because you end up finding you're resting your feet on them all the time, and you don't want them to react. So I've got quite a big null zone on them.
Yeah.
So I can actually just rest my feet on it and nothing happens until I really push, and then it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really well engineered, those pedals, no doubt about it.
Oh, they are. I mean, they're really good.
Yeah, they are really good.
It's the build quality and the stick as well, and the throttle thing. So
yeah,
it's just the quality and having the stick.
I mean, I'm looking to get one of these at some point as well. Hoping to.
Yeah.
The old Bravo throttle.
Oh yeah.
But Dreamer Wings is going to get one.
Yeah.
And he's pre-ordered it, and I was like, I don't know because I'm going to get the yoke first. And then,
will it work with the Fulcrum yoke? Is it just a USB connection?
Yeah, it's just USB.
Or does it doesn't need the actual yoke as well to work?
No, it's just USB. So,
right.
So I was quite well. At least I hope not anyway, because I don't think Rob's not getting the yoke, so he's just getting the
Okay.
He's just getting the throttle quadrant, so it must just be.
Yeah.
Ooh, I thought we was going to crash then. I don't know why that hesitated. But yeah, the
drawing something in.
Yeah, it's doing something. But yeah, let me just change that back and forward. There we go. Did some stuff there. It's probably something over there that's not quite right, but yeah.
Well, you are getting into the Midlands now. It's a bit, it's a dodgy area, Midlands, isn't it?
That's it. Birmingham's just over there.
Yeah. You need a passport to get in, and
it's doing some funky stuff underneath the clouds. But
yeah,
I don't miss that in P5. It's a shame because I think after a couple of updates, it'll be fantastic. I think.
Yeah, well, the second patch is good. Now the wind works. I mean, the weather's still wrong.
Oh no, I'm on about P3D version.
Oh right,
because they've still got all like the atmospheric beta, haven't they, and stuff.
Yeah,
so, and that's what causes
the true sky.
That's what that's what causes all that stuff. And
yeah, I turned that off. I haven't used that since day one. Since I didn't like it the way it.
Oh, did you not? I liked it, but I don't like how it cuts into the land. I don't like.
No, absolutely, the atmosphere is no good. I prefer Rex. The way they do it, or Envitech.
Yeah.
So I've turned that off and just use Envitech.
Yeah.
And wait for Rex. I see Rex are bringing out a weather engine for 2020 now, so that'll be good.
See, I'm a fan of the Hi-Fi Active Sky.
Yeah. Oh, they're the kings. I mean, if they'll work. I'm sure they'll bring something out eventually. But I've got to buy some weather. Because it's awful. You can't work. Because I fly on the VATSIM all the time on it whenever I'm on it.
You can't do that.
And you can't do it, so the controller gives you a runway for a heading that suits the wind. And you look in your sim, and it's totally the wrong way.
It's not even the weather. Yeah.
It's not even the right weather. So what do? You can't land on the wrong runways against everybody.
Yeah.
But if you do, you've got a tailwind. The sim, it's just impossible.
I suppose if they, that's true. I suppose if there's ATIS at the airfields, you just take what's on the ATIS, don't you?
You do, which marries up with what the VATSIM people have, the controllers have. But you look in the sim, what the sim's creating, and it's different. You look on the PDF on your scale, and you look on the windsock and the ATIS in the ATC thing that I never use. I don't like that default stuff, and it's wrong, But at least they've, with the new patch, you've got proper weather now in winds aloft. So you can actually, if you're not online, you can actually fly with the proper weather and choose the right runways and things like that.
Yeah,
but they'll get it.
I mean, Vex has already done some comparison screenshots. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
and it shows the metadata compared to the screenshots, and it's got the metadata. And it's got like overcast with rain, and literally in the FS 2020, it was clear.
Tell me about it.
And you're like, where's the
head in.
And then,
it
but
does
in
my head
Rex,
in.
obviously they've modified that to make it work.
Well, yeah, I mean Rex, they work on meta, which is what the whole industry works on, whereas currently Metro Blue work on forecasts.
Yeah.
You know, on what they think it might be in an hour's time or today, which you can't fly on that. It's impossible. You need the real meta from the observation from the airfield to fly.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Rex is doing the weather engine, and that's, you know, I would be tempted to get that because Hi-Fi has said that they are going to make something, but they've not.
Well, they're looking at it, aren't they? They haven't said definitely.
Yeah. I think
at the moment
will.
they said because the SDK is not available or not correct. No. He said we can't figure out any way of doing it at the moment.
It's just like every other add-on at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
And I heard as well that they'd actually cherry-picked a couple of the add-ons and told them certain things and how it works and all that kind of jazz.
Oh, right. Okay.
But actually, and then others they've kind of like just dumped. But
oh, right.
But I don't know how true that is. So I'll have to see how that pans out. But let's say I think Hi-Fi will eventually, and that'll be the one that I'd want to go to. But
of course it is. I mean, it's the industry standard, isn't it? That's it, without doubt.
But then if the only option is Rex at the start, then I might just take the hit. Just take that hit for the money.
Absolutely, because they said it's going to be close.
Because I had Rex, Skyforce, and Environment Force, and obviously the Skyforce has the weather engine in it, and I didn't like it for P3D. So
I've never used Weather Force. I've never used the Rex version because we've always had Hi-Fi. We've always had Active Sky.
Exactly, yeah. I tried it.
So I use that for the weather, and then sometimes I've used Skyforce and environment engines for the textures.
Yeah.
But now I use Aska obviously because Rex is not available yet.
Yeah.
It just is coming soon. I'm just on the website now. Coming soon, very soon, because it's finished its beta. So I reckon it'll be next week. They'll drop that.
It could be.
So that is definite buy. And then we'll have some proper weather engine. I mean, all I want is it to be accurate. You know, not to fuss about super. You know how it looks and everything, because I'm not one for all of that. I just want a good weather and a good dynamics, and
I like it so that if it should still use the, like the internals of FS 2020 anyway. It's just the fact how it's interpreting the data. It's just giving it some different data, but so I can't see it being too different.
Absolutely. So if the real weather says it's 110 at 18, then that's what it is in the sim.
Yep.
And not 320 at 14 and whatever. Looking to the wrong window.
That's it.
Because at the moment you've got three separate sets of weather data to look at. You've got the real METAR. You've got their ATIS on their thing, and then you've got what's on the screen on the PDF. All three are different. And when you get close to the runway, you look at the windsock, and that's different again. You've got four different sets of values as a pilot to choose from, and you can't fly on that. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible.
But the other thing I did spot, actually, which I did get, and I don't know if I shared this on... I'm just having a look now, actually. I don't think I did. No, I did. So I've got Darrington as well for the old FS 2020 as well.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I bought
so
that.
I'm chuffed about that because that's one of my favourite airstrips. I've not flown out of there yet. Done a bit of a track, but looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I got the two new Flight Beam ones as well, which has come out, Denver and Portland.
Oh yeah, I was tempted to get
Miami. Well, everything that's been released so far, I've got.
You've managed to grab,
Yeah, I just grab it when it comes out. I mean, it's so cheaper now. You look at a normal third-party airport for things like this, like a Flight Beam or a Fly Tampa. It's about $30, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
They're about 14 now.
Yeah, they've had to knock the prices down, I think.
It's like half the price.
Yeah, I don't know why they've done that. I don't know what.
For the same quality, for a proper.
I read this the other day, but I can't remember why they did it. Why they had to slash the prices. But I read it the other day. Yeah,
It's fantastic now.
it is
You know,
good. It is good.
It really is good. So you have a proper full-on payware airport for about, you know, $14-15.
Yeah, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
No.
It's
So
like
that's
all
why I'm just buying them all up now. It's great.
It's like all the Orbeck stuff, you know. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's all discounted, isn't it? You know, you get 40% because I've got them all anyway.
Yeah, that's
so
that's what I mean,
everyone that comes up is now 40% off straight away.
yeah, that's like me. I mean, I've got when I was getting the 40% off all these things. It turns out to be something stupid like £8 or something.
Yeah,
Bloody
absolutely, absolutely.
You can't really go wrong for that kind of money, for that kind of security, can you?
No,
Not at all.
I mean, if
Not at all.
no,
As a previous customer, I mean, you know, like you're saying there, for like, I've got a lot of Orbeck stuff for X-Plane 11.
well, that still applies. That still
Yeah,
applies. You
yeah.
can still claim your cross-platform
Yep.
discount with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've done. You know, fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I bought everything from Orbex, every single product they do for P3D, all the regions, all the True Earths, every airport,
Yeah.
all around the world. So, you know,
I didn't go for the True
I just
Earth.
I hate flying into default places.
I didn't go for the True Earth only because I got
Your
True
performance at the time, wasn't it?
Earth. No, it was because, funny
Yeah.
enough, it was because I got True Earth before for X-Plane 11.
Yeah.
Because at that time I was tempted to move over to X-Plane 11, and
Right.
then I chose not to and went back to P3D. But then they released the True Earth on P3D, and I was like, I thought I'm not double buying it, so I didn't bother in the end.
Yeah. Oh, it's very good though. If you want to try and almost compete with Microsoft Flight Sim, it still can't, obviously,
No.
but it's closer than the regions.
I mean, that's the thing with the performance in P3D. You know, if I look out my window now, yeah, there's a lot of trees, there's a lot of houses, but if I turn that, you can still see gaps. You can still see.
Yeah, you can still see where they've just placed the tiles in.
But if
the auto gen.
But if I turn my auto gen up, right, my plane just grinds to a halt. Especially
Oh, really?
not
Yeah.
when I'm not streaming. It's not such a big problem. But when I'm streaming,
Yeah, because you've got one. Yeah, you
it
use
uses
the same computer, don't you?
Stuff, yeah. So
Yeah.
I have to be careful. But with FS 2020, you know, as you say, you can it draws so much and it barely touches it. It's
I know.
really good.
Yeah. No, it's,
I know we're
it's good.
using default aircraft at the moment, but I don't think it's going to change much when we actually get a detailed GA on a plane like A2A.
No, I mean, the GAs won't. The airliners will. 'Cause
The
obviously
airliners
you've
will,
got a lot more draws on the systems.
But you can turn down your auto gen on the airline.
Yeah.
Half the time you're up in the air, aren't you? So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can select what you want. Yeah, but at the moment it's great just for hopping in, flying around, have a bit of fun, and not
Yeah,
taking it too
definitely.
seriously.
Yeah.
Which is what I've done. But as I say, I flew it the first week and then hardly do it now because I missed the A2A and all my Dash 8s and
yeah.
the PMDGs, the 777s, the long hauls overnight, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I still got it there.
I mean, I must admit, I only went on P3D tonight because I was going to continue the tour, and then obviously I got this in the week, all the gear, and I thought it'd be rude not to, man. So I thought I'm going to go on my Comanche. I'm going to choose my favourite plane. I almost did the Spitfire because of using the joystick, but I was like, no, I'm going to choose my favourite plane, and we're going to do the Comanche.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I'm loving it because even though the scenery is not as good, the plane, I love the plane.
Well, that's what it's better. That's what it's all about, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're sim pilots. We're not, there for the eye candy out the window. I'm not anyway. I can't be bothered with all that.
I like the eye candy, not because of the eye candy. I like it because, and I suppose if you've got True Earth, it's not too bad. But I like looking out the window and following a road that I know that is there in real life, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind of. But that's just because it's VFR, But
Yeah.
as like I can't do it in this obviously, but you've got the main roads, but it's not photographic.
No.
But
You can do that if you are VFRing. Yeah.
But I really hope that they do find a way to port over all their planes and sort that out, because I tell you, if they ported over the Comanche, I'd just be over the moon. It'd just be mental.
I don't know whether they.
I don't think they can, because it's all custom.
It's all custom built for this, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You
it
probably
would be difficult.
they probably have to just design a new one.
Well,
you know, like the Aerostar, because they started building that with
that.
the new sim in mind.
So if we let me just see if I can. We're kind of getting up to the airport now, but let's have a look if I can just open something up nice and quick. Right, so where are you? So do you remember? Let's go on to display capture. 1 minute. I'll get there in a second. 1 minute. So I'm just. So do you remember? You know, you're not P3D and FSX. You've got the aircraft.config and all that.
Yeah.
In FS 2020, you've still got the aircraft config, and you've still got all this stuff that, you know, like you can, and there's other files as well that kind of marries up. And it kind of makes me wonder, 3D model, you'd more than likely be able to port across, right? And tweak some of the materials maybe if you needed to. But then all the way the plane handles and the custom code. You know, it depends if that can be hooked in, because. But as I say, no one knows. It's
no. I mean, if it was easy, they would have done it by now.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd have been in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
I think they say Aerosoft's going to be the first one with the CRJ.
Yeah.
That's about to drop, and they're also bringing out the Twin Otter as well. They've started work on that for it.
So I'm on 2997, so slightly down a little bit. To the compass should be about right, which it isn't actually. So we'll do it to about there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because I've got my autopilot on. Let's disable the autopilot. Right. We'll put the fuel pump on because we are going to be heading on in. We'll put the mixture full. And we're that's about right actually, so I'll leave it like that. Let's just check the winds. So the winds are at 190, so 19 is around there somewhere. It's in the opposite direction to us. So it's pretty much a crosswind. And I think the active runway will go for the 27. Can. Right, cool. Let's start heading on in. That's the only thing. Is
my stream when you've done. I'm streaming now.
Oh, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check you out.
It's a holding slide for a job I'm doing on Thursday.
Okay. Where are you streaming? YouTube or?
No, Twitch.
Twitch, are you? Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm live at the moment. I've just sent up a holding slide.
So, yeah, because what I'm tempted, what I might do is, I've got a bit of time after this, but I might just jump on FS 2020 straight after. Because I'll see if I've got that problem, Phil. And then what I'll do is
it's dead weird. There's just that
the 152. I'll try that.
Yeah, I've not tried it in any other aircraft, so I don't know if it applies to those or not. You know, but. You know, the actual numbers are simply not being displayed on the radios.
Oh, right. I'll have a look for you.
Switched off, and I don't know why.
The radio's working though, Phil. Is it all working?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Nothing seems to work at all on the radios.
I'll have a look.
Right.
I'll have a look with you, and I'll join in.
Backlight? No. Instrument lighting?
Tried that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Right, so I'm gonna go in really slow here.
Unless I'm missing something obvious, which you know, can't see what I'm missing.
Can't see much. You switch it on, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Power on and radio on, and that's it. There's nothing obvious. There's nothing else to do.
So
Try different aircraft. I would bounce into something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it all.
I'll try it, Phil, after this, Have you added me, Phil, on FS 2020?
Not sure. Don't think so.
You can do if you want. It's UK Gym. You can have a look at that. I think me and Ian have connected, I think. I believe.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to find you in the world.
Yeah.
Because you show up.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Because yeah, that's what happened to me. Because I saw you, Ian, didn't I? And
yeah.
And then I saw you. I spawned on top of you to see whether I could spawn behind you or whatever.
Yeah.
And you weren't there, and it was because you was on VATSIM.
Yes, that's right. I wasn't. Yeah, no any players on.
That's something that I've not done. I've connected to VATSIM, but I've not done a circuit or anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, if you go somewhere that's got calm weather, because the guy will give you a circuit, and if your weather's not right, you'll be in all sorts of trouble.
Oh right.
Because obviously, you need to fly into wind, and you can't have more than a 15 knot crosswind.
Yeah.
So if your sim weather is not tied up with a real METAR, you are in all sorts of trouble. So what I ended up custom weather, turning the weather off so I could fly on VATSIM. I just went on light clouds, no wind, because you can set that up obviously, and then it's easy then.
Yeah,
and then you can fly whatever they want. But if you fly on real weather, you've got to watch it, because it doesn't match up with the real thing. But Rex next week, yee!
Potentially, yeah.
We will have some proper real world weather.
See, now you're talking me into getting it, look, and that's just cruel. I was really hoping that Rex and Hi-Fi would come out at the same time, and then I'd be like, oh, Hi-Fi straight away. But no, it's not. It's definitely not like that.
I'm surprised why Rex is suddenly able to do it, and Hi-Fi say no, we can't find a way of doing it yet.
Yeah, it's quite.
And
funny.
they're the experts, so you think, what has Rex done actually here? You know,
that kind of makes me worried as well, because I kind of think.
Yeah, what have they done? If Hi-Fi say they can't do it,
maybe the
Rex can. But as you said, interesting what you said before, that some companies worked with Microsoft and some didn't. I don't know.
I can't remember where I spotted.
Yeah.
Where I heard that. So
right.
I don't know the truth of it, but yeah.
Interesting to see.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's what they're promising on their website. So
well, this is the thing. I might have a look on the website, because if they've just done live weather injection and that's it, then I probably won't get it. Because as much as I do fly live weather a lot of the time, I kind of do want to be able to set up my own weather and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think they do historic, because they never did. They never have done.
They never did they?
No, only Hi-Fi do that, so you can't go back. You have to have live weather or the inbuilt presets.
There we go. Lovely jubbly. Going on in.
But you can set up dynamic changing weather scenarios, so it'll change during the day.
Okay. So 80 across the threshold. One goes down a bit. Idle throttle. Oh, pulled up a little bit too soon. Not used to this these days. There we go. Perfect. Flaps up. And we're at East Midlands, which is top banana. Right, let's get the
goal of Weather Force was to provide a more robust weather environment. That's great.
extra out a little bit.
It should be true state of the true validity of real world metadata. There you go. Statement there, look.
Yeah.
It's in black and white.
There you go.
They've got a smoothing mechanism as well, so you can set how gradually you want to get the weather to smooth over. Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be a definite.
Yeah.
But
I hate that redraw. You know, that sudden bang.
Yeah. I really think though that it would just be a temporary thing and it'd be a waste because.
Yeah, well, it's all temporary, isn't it? Until something else comes along, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Apart from A2A, they're ever constant.
But that's the problem when you get your active sky and you know.
Yeah, your active sky, that will go in, But
yeah, I suppose it's just a one-off, isn't it? Really.
yeah,
So fuel
and
pump off,
you know, this is
strobes off. There we go.
yeah. So this is just the weather engine. It's not like the Skyforce 3D. So it's not the textures.
No. I don't think you need that. I don't think you really
Well,
need it.
do you? You see, I think some of it is overdone. Some of these some of these like clouds look like bloody volcanic ash things to me.
Yeah, I'll check
They look
this
like
out.
ash clouds.
Yep. I'll just open this up again. Right.
And I think
Look at
I
this.
think it's overdone. Yeah, exactly. I've seen that in the sim.
So,
I've seen when I've selected like storm.
That's it.
I
So
think that's like it looks like a Mount Vesuvius going off. It's like a volcano.
So I selected storm and I got that and I thought, what on earth? I mean, luckily I've never had flown in a storm in the sim, but yeah, that was.
I have just for when I got it the first week, but it's never like that. You know, it looks like it's going off over a volcano.
That was
it's never right.
Funny when I took that screenshot and I was just like, really?
So you need the Skyforce to sort that out, or ask her in Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
And then that'll sort that out.
It's going to be interesting. You know, I mean, it's definitely you know, a lot of people were moaning about it, ripping it apart, but I was just like, if you think about it, it's just a baseline. You know, it's what
you can't rip it apart. So it is what it is, isn't it? You know, just think how long did P3D and FSX
exactly
take to come to get right? Was it well over a year, wasn't it?
Oh, loads.
Before we had all the add-ons and things like that on it.
Yeah, loads, absolutely loads. It's just nuts. Like for people to, but then the same people are kind of slating it because they're not used to this like flight sim. So they're the people that I think I've missed one. Oh, I'm just going to go down here because I've gone down the wrong one chatting. I'll park it next to this really big ass 737. That's my parking spot, just there. Look.
Well, you can. Why not?
Look at this. This is where, and I'll get a bus back to the terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah. 42.
Which is just in front of you. There it is. Look, see. You can
it.
walk in and they send you a bus. You know.
That's it. I can get a bus. I can get a bus, right.
You're not at Amsterdam here or Chicago O'Hare, you know, where you've walked miles. But
let's do some cleanup. Avionics off, and then I'm going to go and test the fill thing. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do it off stream. I'm not going to be streaming that, unfortunately, because it takes a little bit of time to change all my sim setup and that. What am I doing? Nav lights can go off. Idle the engine, prop, and then mixture. Magnetos off. Battery off, and then rotating beacon. Just flip that off too. So you miss all this. You miss all this with FS 2020. The shutdown. You do it, but you don't have to do it. You know what I mean?
No, I know. It's credible, isn't it? You can't break the things. You can't flood it. You can't do anything to it. You just hit start and it starts every time.
And that's it. Yeah.
And there's no weathered cockpits. There's no lovely, you know, weathered cockpits like you've got in there, like you've done all those chips and things you've done.
Yeah.
You know, individual paints you've created. None of that. Everything just looks so shiny and new.
See, I was tempted to do a bit of a dirtier kind of paint. But I might stick. But the problem is with that is, they don't have alphas, and I've not tried putting an alpha on it yet, because that's what defines whether it's shiny or gloss or matte, that kind of finish.
Yeah.
And I've not, as I say, I've not tried to put an alpha on it to see whether it makes it any different. Because if you could put an alpha on it, it makes it different. You could do what I've done on this one, which is make it dirty, but then make the dirt so it's not glossy.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to do with mine. But yeah, if the alphas don't work, then you ain't got a choice. But And as for the internal cockpit, I wanted to do the 172 steam gauges, not the glass cockpit.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't get an aircraft config for the steam gauges. I could only get it for the glass.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately I've got to fly the glass, but I don't mind. It's quite
Yeah.
they're quite good.
I've put my Twitch address thing in your Discord there, so if you want to check that out, just to make sure it's working. But I think it is. Under general chat.
Okay, yeah. Cool. I'll copy that. Copy. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to wrap up on the sim now, and so on the stream, sorry. So that was a brilliant flight. Probably not going to wear my A2A cap again. I'm going to wear my Orbex cap because it's more comfortable.
Oh, you
no,
out.
It's because it's comfortable. But I will be wearing probably either this shirt or whether I'll be wearing my lovely black shirt. The black one's really nice.
Yeah. Now, what are you going to wear when you go to Cosford?
Well,
Orbex will be ever so upset if you don't wear theirs. You know.
I can't wear A2A because people think I work for A2A, and I'm like, whoa, I don't work for A2A.
No, why don't you wear your Orbex shirt and your A2A cap? Then you've got both there.
That's it. And I could do a wardrobe change halfway through the day, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could swap over.
Do a swap.
Yeah, you've got to support them both.
Cool. Well, I'm going to shut down the stream. I'll stay on Discord because I'm going to go on to FS for 2 minutes. But yeah. Anyway, anybody that's joined and watched the stream or catching up, cheers for joining. Cheers for catching up. It's been a pleasure flying the lovely A2A Comanche again. I have missed it. Hopefully it won't be too long till A2A get a plane into the old FS 2020, but there's no pressure because we like to make it sure that it's correct and not just a rush fumble. So fingers crossed, and see you next Monday. See you all. Thank you.